going to turn on my tablet, but I didn't want it to be echo.
And we're live. Jody, you don't have chat?
No.
Uh-oh.
I can pull it up on the TV,
I'll try to get it.
but
All right,
no, I don't have it.
I'll turn
all
mine.
right, welcome to tonight's episode of Dock Tales, a fisherman's story. Join us in welcoming Matt Wolbert of Wannabe Outdoors to the show. Hello, Matt. Thank you for joining us. And hello, Jody.
Howdy. Hey, Matt. Hey, Tom. Everybody in chat.
Hey, Jody. Hey, Tomcat 365.
Thank you. Hey, before we get started with who we have in chat tonight, I want to say a couple things. If anyone has questions for Matt, please use the big red question mark emoji so that we can find it easily. If we haven't mentioned it and you think we missed it, please repost it. Also, Matt and Jody's links are listed in the description section of tonight's show. And Matt is approaching 200 hook sets, so let's see if we can boost that number tonight. I have also posted Creole Catfishing's link. He was a little bit short of his 1K this evening, and I'm told that he has passed it. Yep. But sometimes some of those get taken away, so let's see if we can just push him a little further up, make sure it sticks for him. We also have the links for the Anglerholics, Chad from Fields to Water, and Jeremy Colvin's Fishing. The Anglerholics are approaching 500. And Chad and Jeremy are both rebuilding their channels from scratch. So let's see if we can help them out. Any mods, please feel free to post links you wish to shout out. Please do not time anybody out unless it is a bot or being disrespectful. Jody, do you have your chat pulled up or no?
Well, to tell you the truth, I've had it on my TV, but the TV doesn't show all of them. So I'll call a few out, and then if I miss somebody, then you can just tell me. I got Palmetto Cats, Lance McCouguy, Creole Catfishing, Uncle Josh Bladesmithing, Chris Everett, Catfish and Crappie, Quiet Man Curtis, The Real Deal Fishing, CVA. I didn't get to say hi to you last night. Hi, CVA. And that's all I can see right now. We want to be outdoors. Who's that?
He's a weird guy. I heard he's kind of out there.
He is. I reckon he is.
All right, I saw. I don't remember who all you called out. Did you say Muskrat? Roger's here.
No, I missed him.
Palmetto, Creole. Where is it? I can never get it in the screen. Congratulations, buddy, on your 1,000. Hope it sticks. We're going to try to get you a few more tonight. Carmel Muncie, Lance. Fishing for Whiskers. Uncle Josh has a question right off the bat for you before you even get started, Matt.
Okay.
How do you get such a pretty beard?
How do I get such a pretty beard? I don't know. It just grows that way. Lots and lots of channel cat slime.
You don't put any avocado or any of that kind of stuff on it or anything? Buttercream or?
Negative. No, okay. Just a lot of fish oil.
There you go. Mark from Catfish and Crappie, welcome. Chris Everett's in the house. Quiet Man Curtis, The Real Deal Fishing Podcast. Not sure who's running that one tonight. Art's in the house. Garv Morgan. Welcome, everybody. I think that's about it. I think I'm getting. Yeah, hey, I made it to the bottom. Well, it's early there. All right, so let's get started. Matt, tell us a little about where you're from.
Originally or now?
Both. Start from the beginning.
I was, born and raised in Champion, Ohio. It's northeast. Was basically lived there my whole life. Grew up playing baseball and football, basketball. Ended up playing baseball for the rest of my school years. Actually got a scholarship to Akron University, but I lost my scholarship when I got tendonitis in my elbow. And then I went in the military. And now, after traveling around the world, basically, I ended up here in Arkansas.
All right. Hey, we do have a little bit of an echo going on from somebody.
Might be me. Let me turn off my tablet. See if that's it. Is that it?
No, not yet.
I turned it off. I don't know what it is.
Can anybody else
Jody.
hear? La 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 la.
Yeah, I think Roger mentioned he can hear it too. I can hear it coming through.
Well, I turned off my tablet. Can you hear it now?
Nope, you're
Yes,
good there.
Jody. Miss Jody.
Unplugged my prayer pack. Was that it causing it?
Sounds like it. Yeah, I don't hear it now.
You wouldn't think that portable battery would do that.
I don't think
Yeah,
that was it.
All right. Well, Abbott's in the house. Welcome, Abbott. Nope, now I hear it again.
Yeah.
Any ideas how we knock this out, or
How do I go out and come back in? Or can I not do that?
you can? Yeah.
Is it me or him?
Do what?
Is it me or you?
It's you.
Well, let me come out.
Whenever you mute, and then it doesn't do it. See, it doesn't do it.
Right. Hello, Kelly Bullock. Welcome.
How's it going, Kelly? How's it going, everybody? I didn't say hi to anybody. Sorry. I turned off my tablet. I can't really see who's in the chat. Appreciate everybody coming in here and supporting an awesome channel. Palm, of course, and Pontoon Jody.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
How about now?
Sounds good.
Better.
Yep.
Perfect.
I think we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
All righty. All right. So that was my next question. Have you lived in Arkansas all your life? So we got that one. Can you tell us a little bit about your family?
My what?
Your family?
My family? I have an 11-year-old daughter, Grace. I have a 18-year-old daughter, not biological, but I raised her since she was 3. So basically, she's my daughter. She calls me dad, and I call her my daughter. Toby and I have been together about 15 years. So, we met when I was training in California, and basically been together ever since.
Now, did you end up your military career in Arkansas? Is that how you ended up there? Or?
No, what happened was after I got out of the military, I went from Texas back to Ohio, and when I would ETS or PTS out to a different post, Toby just stayed in California, and then she moved here to be with her mother because her godfather was dying, and I went to Ohio, and then she said, well, I'm moving to Arkansas, so I just ended up coming down here. Because I went to Ohio just to kind of meet all my stuff, because in the military, they pack all your stuff up and they ship it to wherever you want to go, like the last shipment or whatever. And I sent it to Ohio, so I went there and ended up coming down here.
I want to say welcome to JBT. He just came in the chat.
Hey, JBT.
Hey, Jarrell.
Nephew Austin D. So you want to talk a little bit about what did you do while you were in the military? You were in the Army, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give a brief rundown on that. Uh, I was in 11 Bravo, which is infantryman. I did that for 10 years. I went to schools, airborne air assault school. I went to Ranger school. Deployed 3 times, which is a lot of, not really that many, but it's a good amount of time for how much training you do. But yeah, you train a lot, and basically you're the ones who go in there, kick the doors in, and who basically get the job done. Besides like tankers and engineers, we're the ones on the ground fighting. So I mean, we can't really sum up 10 years in the military, in a short period of time. So basically, it's just that's what I mean.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Now, I see that you also attended college. Was that when you got out of the military?
Yes.
Yeah,
I went to.
Was that on the GI Bill?
At first it wasn't, but then it was. I went to Arkansas Tech University for criminal justice, and I was going to be a like a crime scene specialist.
Uh-huh.
I was going for like criminal science, and I went from there to UALR, and I ended up with just with 2 degrees in science.
Very nice. Yeah, we have a son who, we had 2 sons that were Marines, and one of them, when he got out, he used his GI Bill to get his college finished up. So that's a great program. Very fortunate.
You can go to school while you're in. It's just difficult to do, especially it depends on what job, what you specialize in.
Right.
It's hard to do. Like for me, it was hard to do while I was in because I was constantly training.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I was gone, different states training or, moving around. So it was pretty difficult.
Don Ars joined the group. Hello,
Hello.
Don. Welcome. All right. Before we, it wouldn't be a fish and chat show, a catfish show, without the mention of food. So I'm going to get this question right out of the way. Do you like bologna?
Do I like bologna?
Be careful how you answer.
I'm full of bologna. Is that?
Yeah,
no,
definitely.
No, yeah, I like bologna.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good answer. Good answer. Right, Jody?
Fried bologna.
You can stay.
Yeah, I like fried bologna, especially when I'm like hunting or camping.
Yeah.
We'll just buy a bunch of bologna and we'll fry it up when we're out there. Because we don't do a lot of glamping when we go hunting. It's actual camping.
Yeah.
What kind of bologna? You got a brand?
No, not really. I actually like boar's head.
Oh, you're from a different part of the country than me.
And then there's another kind. I can't remember the name. It's like a German name. I can't remember.
Yeah. They don't sell that in the country.
Yeah, boar's head's pretty big around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Oscar Mayer and Fields, and that's about it to pick from.
Uncle Josh says, Matt, God bless you, and thank you, little brother.
Aw.
You bet, big brother. It was my honor. I'd do it again, gratefully. Without hesitation. Minus the injuries and stuff like that I attained while I was, doing some stuff, but that's a different subject. So,
shout out to Uncle Josh. He's been under the weather, as Art. So I hope you guys are feeling on the road to recovery and feeling better soon. So there's fish out there to be caught.
Yeah. Everybody needs to get to feeling better and get back out. I miss seeing everybody.
All right. Art says he loves bologna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you get all four of us together, we'll pretty much eat anything.
Yep.
I think Mark
I
said
think we've
bologna with
proven that.
pancakes. What was it he said? Some kind of bologna pancakes with hot dogs? One of them comments.
What was it?
I think Mark said back here that bologna was just a hot dog pancake.
Hot dog
Oh,
pancake.
I didn't see that one. That one slid by me.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got it pulled up on my phone.
So we got Indiana Chris, aka Chris Usselton, in the house.
Yes.
Jelly stick
What's going on,
sliced
Chris?
bologna fried with Vidalia onion. And Bobcat Outdoors has joined. Welcome.
How's it going, Bob?
All right, so we have a question here from Muskrat. Tell us about your camping trips.
Tell us about my camping trips. Well, there's a lot to know about camping trips. We'll take separate tents, or I have a big, it's like a 10-man tent. Depends on how many people are going, how much gear we're taking, and where we're going is what we'll basically use. You know, we organize and get together and see who's all going and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we basically, just like you guys do on your lives, you get together and you kind of prioritize what you want to do, what you want to take. Basically, we really don't take firewood because we'll just get it out there in the woods.
Right.
You know, but yeah, we really don't take a lot of food because usually we'll eat what we kill or catch, whichever we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I need help setting stuff up, so you know, I can't really do a bunch, you know, like lifting over my head and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, we roughed it pretty good. I mean, last year, this time of year, we were out there and it was 9 degrees. So we haven't been out there yet this year. Of course, you know, one of the foods we do take when we do take food is bratwurst, or as Roger would say, better cheddars.
Mm-hmm.
And they are cheddar filled with bacon. And but yeah, everything is cooked over the fire. If it's too cold, we will, you know, cook over a stove, like a little propane heater stove type deal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we, you know, up at 4, if not sooner, you know, in bed by 10, you know, just to get up so we can get up early. So there's really no clock when we're out there except when we wake up and go to sleep.
How long do you stay out?
Depends. The last time we went, we stayed out for a week.
Wow.
No, the last time we stayed out for 4 days. It wasn't a week because it was that mix of, it was cold, but then it had that warm front come in. So we were out there in all of our winter gear, and we woke up and we were all like, okay, we're all sweating. We need to go, you know? So
yeah.
we hightailed it out of there. All of our ice was melting. So we got out of there. But yeah, it's pretty rough, and I like to rough it. You know, I'd like to do a you know, on my kayak or something to, you know, load up your camping stuff and go down the river and camp, you know, and just find a spot, camp, fish, do whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
yeah,
cool.
I'd like to do that.
Have you got have any close encounters with some wildlife or anything like that?
You mean like coyotes and stuff?
Yeah.
No, not really. Even if we did, we have we come pretty well prepared, needless to say.
Yeah. All right. JBT says he's gonna go to the supermarket and ask for the best bologna they have in video your meeting it. All right. I'm sure you'll get some views on that one.
Oh yeah.
Buck Williams in the house, Capicola for the win. And
I
welcome,
hope I
Dan.
answered all of Roger's questions. If you want to be more specific, Roger, shoot a question out and I'll be happy to answer for you. But I mean, I've went back from camping a long time. You know, when I was a kid. I mean, my parents weren't really outdoors people, but you know, me being not just a boy, but you know, having friends that were all outdoors. I basically grew up with my friends and their families and their grandparents.
Mhm.
You know, being outdoors. You know, my mom didn't like guns and all that stuff, but you know, I still had guns, but it was my friends who, you know, their family who basically brought me up outdoors. You know, the love of it because I had a buddy who was Native American. You know, part Native American. His parents were, you know, everything outdoors. So
Mhm.
I liked it. You know, I'd rather be out in the woods than be in a house somewhere.
Well, I'm kind of to the point where I probably could. I wouldn't have any friends if I went camping with them. But without access to electricity to run my CPAP machine, ain't nobody gonna be sleeping in that tent. So
Oh, I have a CPAP machine. I just don't care who hears me. I don't take it. I don't take. We usually don't. We'll take a generator, but I don't usually take my CPAP machine. That's just too much stuff for me to take.
yeah,
You know, and something happens to where the generator goes out, you won't have it anyways. Just be extra weight.
yeah. Well, hey, Danny Stone has a comment. Have you ever noticed the people who say they don't like bologna disappear, never to be heard from again? Is this the bologna mafia?
Somebody write that comment down. We need to go find Danny. He is in Missouri, so it won't be hard to find.
Yes.
Oh, he's on the riverbank, I'm sure.
No, Danny's sitting on the couch eating a bologna sandwich right now.
If he's on the riverbank right now, he is freezing
Mm-hmm.
in like a popsicle, probably.
Jimmy Graham, hello.
Hey,
If it was
Troy.
raining earlier and then it was sleeting and then it actually hailed here and then it started snowing and then it sleeted again and now it's snowing.
Wow, that sounds like a fun time. I hope you enjoy that down there. Keep it.
I love this weather.
Uh,
I was born and raised in this weather. I'd be out and about in this weather.
well, up here it creates havoc because it doesn't happen all that often, and a lot of people who don't know how to deal with it, and they make it treacherous for other people, so to speak. So
Right. Well, that's how it is down here. You'd be amazed. You know, the first sign of a flurry, you know, that causes a traffic jam and the stores are empty and,
Mhm.
you know, it's not even snowing. It's just little flurries here and there. It causes havoc, kind of like rain.
yeah. I say JBT, maybe he tried the wrong bologna.
Maybe.
So do
Yeah,
you?
I definitely want to put out more content. I just, you know, with everything going on right now, I just haven't had a chance. But yeah, but I definitely am going to be putting out more content. Fishing, you know, maybe just going through the woods. I was supposed to go down and hog hunt this weekend, but ended up having a mandatory search and rescue deal. And then I found out one of my pastor's sons just passed away.
Oh,
So
hear that.
yeah, but so yeah, I wasn't able to go down there. So it's just one thing after another, and usually when I'll go out and I'll go fish, it's just kind of spur of the moment, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go fishing, and I'll go, and I won't remember everything, you know, because I had a head injury which caused me to have TBI, so my memory is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times I'll have to remind myself stuff on my phone.
Yeah. Quiet man, I have your question on the list that's coming up here in a second. If you don't mind, I'll get right back to you. Since you mentioned it, Matt, I wanted to ask you about how long have you been with the search and rescue group?
Not long, actually. It's been a while since I really did anything involving, like, you know, community wise. Usually I never only time I left the house is to go fishing or hunting. I just really, I don't want to say I'm antisocial. I'm just, it was just hard for me to get out, like trusting people, and I'm afraid to have my back towards people, stuff like that. I know a lot of people out there have gone through the same thing, but yeah, it's still rough. But I just kind of jumped in and did it. It's only been maybe a month or so, but yeah, they basically, when I joined, they basically threw me right into the fire and was like, okay, this is what you need to do, this, and this, and you're you're a leader, line leader, and all. Like when you're in the woods, you got to make sure everybody stays on line and everything. And yeah, it's a lot to deal with. But I'm starting to come out of my shell little by little, but there's still fight within me.
Yeah. Now I know that we were in a chat, I think it was a couple of weeks back, and you had got a call or something. You had to leave. You're searching for a downed airplane. How did that turn
out? We found it the next morning. Come to find out, it's not really funny, but the pilot and the passenger passed away on impact. But we were out until about 8 o'clock the next morning, and I was actually on live. And I got off live, and then I think I jumped in a chat or something, and I was like, I gotta go. And then I got there, and we were searching all night through the woods, and we woke up the next morning, walked about 300 yards down from where we were camping, and it was right there. We were going looking in a total different direction than we were supposed to. So yeah, but we found it. It landed nose. It was one of those little C5 planes,
right?
And just kind of they didn't take off without fueling, so they made it maybe about halfway to where they were supposed to, and then they just kind of nosedive.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
So I know you love to hunt and fish. If you had to pick only one, which would you pick?
Oh, you're killing me. Finally, man. Probably hunt, but I because you can hunt fish too.
Right.
All you gotta do is tie a fishing line on the end of your arrow and shoot a fish.
Yeah. Have you ever done any bow fishing?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I was in Texas. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun, but then, I started seeing what other people would do. Like they would kill the fish and they'd pull the arrow out and just throw it back in the water or whatever.
Yeah.
I just kind of steered away from it from there, but it's fun for me because I'll keep it, use it for bait. I haven't really done it since. I can't pull a regular compound back anymore because I can't keep it back because of my shoulder. And so now I just have to use a crossbow. I haven't found a bow fishing crossbow yet, so I know there's an attachment, but I don't know where to get one at.
Right. All right. Quiet Man Curtis wants to know, as we all do, who got you into fishing?
Who got me? I want to say my grandfather. My grandfather got me into fishing, and then, my dad would take me once in a while on his boat, but I was more of a bank guy to where, I'd go with my friends and we would just tromp through the woods and go find a spot on Lake Erie, or there's a lake down by my house. John Euler knows where it's at. It's called Mosquito Lake.
Okay.
They, before it went bad, and then they kind of worked on it, and now it's good again. It's good fishing again. And, creeks around there. But yeah, my grandfather.
Excellent. Yeah, he was my biggest influence too. Fishing for tiny little native brook trout when I was like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, up in Pennsylvania. That's where I did a lot of mine.
So how long have you been targeting catfish?
Don't make me lie to you. A while. A
I mean, going
while. It's
back to
been,
the days with your grandfather, or just
yeah, I mean, back then it was bank poles and stuff like that. Like you cut the limbs off and you shove it down in the bank and you throw the hook and stuff out there. That's what my grandfather did in the old days.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's been a long time. I've never not fished for catfish. If I was going, I'll be honest, I never bass fished. I never targeted a bass. Just like that picture I sent you, I wasn't targeting that. I was going for crappie. And it just happens. Just like you, it just happens.
Yeah. I appreciate you sending me the picture. I got to laugh. I was happy for you.
And
I was going to actually, the next day, I was trying to catch bluegills for the Winter Blues tournament last weekend that we were in. And sure enough, I caught about a 12-inch bass on a tiny little piece of night crawler in about 10 feet of water.
oh, dang. Yeah,
so I was going to take the
I even
picture.
went, good.
I said I was going to take the picture and send that one back to you, but my phone was in the car. I didn't want to because I didn't want to drop it in the water. So I said, he's a small guy. I'll just throw him back.
Yeah, you don't want to drop your phone in the water. That never turns out well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Something
I've
like
always.
Sound like you're talking from experience.
Yeah, yeah. It was only it was an expensive phone, let me put it that way. I had won it. And I got it all hooked up and everything, and I was on a live with Josh actually. Because he threatened me to go live with him. And,
right. I remember when he threatened you. Yep.
Yeah. And so I went on live, and this is before I had this tripod and everything. And I had set my camera up on I have a gallon water jug, not a jug, but like a pitcher.
Yeah.
And I'd set it up on top of it to where it was leaning up against my bag. And I don't know what happened. Well, I know it happened. I bumped it or something, and it fell, hit my leg, and bounced into the water. And I just sat there and looked at it like, okay, bye, and I was so mad I just rode home. I was like, forget it. I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, that was the first time Huh?
Go ahead.
That's the first time I ever used it to do anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just got it hooked up. It took me a while to get it hooked up and get the service right on it. And Josh was live. I was like, I'm going to go in and be on live with Josh. And then,
right.
And yeah, it's still at the bottom of the lake.
I was watching that as well, and I got really nervous when you went black, and we didn't hear nothing back from you. And I think then you went live finally when you got home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that we knew that you were all right. But I thought you'd flipped your kayak, and I was thinking, oh my God, we haven't heard back from them. Something must really be wrong. And it's amazing what these phones will, just not having a phone nowadays. It's like attached to you. If you can't reach out and talk to somebody in a couple of minutes, that's everybody gets nervous.
Well, with that one, it was supposed to be waterproof and all that stuff. You're supposed to be able to hold it underwater for a certain amount of time. But I was told that as soon as it went in the water, it like blacked out.
Wow.
So
I think that's an older comment. I must be getting behind in the chat again. Roger says, thanks. I love the roughing it style. I think he's referring to the
I like roughing it too. It's the only way to really do it. I mean, I used to have a pop-up, and I bought it for me and my family to go camping with. And we went a couple times, but it held 10 people. This pop-up did. It just didn't feel the same.
Greetings, Tinker Bell. Our host tonight is Matt.
Hello,
Hey,
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. Nice to
Your
see
boy
you tonight.
Troy.
Looks like you got quite a few people come up in chat. Do you want to call them out real quick?
Yeah, can you see them or?
Yeah, I can see them. I can't read their comment, but I can see their name. You got Two Stands Fishing. He come in. Good to see you out and about now. I think he's back.
Two stands.
Then we've got Real Time Catfishing, John Parker, Annette
Welcome,
Morgan.
And
Then
that,
we got Fishing and
Okay.
Freedom, Michelle.
I
Your
saw
boy
Joy
Troy
come in at
Catfishing.
one point.
We got your boy Troy Catfishing and Freddie's Outdoor Adventures. I seen a little video of him dancing today.
Ready?
And I would have to say that John Parker's dog can dance better than Freddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made Freddie's little catfish into a necklace.
Did you? Let's see
Yeah.
what you got. Yeah. And you got Mike Irvin.
Very
Scott
nice.
That's right.
Curtis.
See
Danny
Mr.
Stone,
Gadget.
he's in here.
If y'all want to, here's a little promo. Go check out Fish Smack on YouTube. Check out Trey. He does a lot of creek fishing. He does a lot of fishing of a lot of things, and he has a really good channel.
Yeah, I'm subscribed. I've seen some of his stuff. Yep. He has a real good channel.
Yeah, he's a really awesome guy.
So
I'm
Uncle
going to
Josh.
calling these people out, okay? You got Danimal, David Smith, Scott Swift, Bobcat. Of course, I saw him in there earlier. And then Quiet Man Curtis. Tinkerbell, we saw her just a minute ago. And I did say hello to Muskrat, so hello to Muskrat.
Hello, everybody.
All right. Sorry if we missed anybody. I don't know if you'd said Joy Stewart.
I
And
did see
Scott.
Julie,
They
but I
both
see
came in.
Donna R again. Then Cody from 3+1.
Hey, Cody. Hey, Dave Smith.
And
Howdy, Dave.
Anglerholics in the house.
Yeah. There's Brian B.
Welcome, Brian.
Got me some mac and cheese.
What's going on, Brian, brother?
So
And
Uncle Josh wants to know what the baloney thing is. The only thing I can say is go back and watch last week's episode, Josh.
Yeah, Josh. Get with the program. Now I've got a question for Matt. We're going to talk fishing.
Okay.
And I've seen a picture of a flathead, and it's a pretty good size one. Can you tell me about that story?
Well, it was in the making for a while for me to drive to Virginia, and because it was about a 13-hour drive for me.
Yeah.
And I drove straight through. I get to Virginia finally, and Josh and Art are like, "Do you want to go fishing or do you want to rest?" I was like, "What do you guys want to do?" Because me, I'm just like, "Tell me what you want to do and we'll do it." I really don't care. I'm just simple. So we decided we were going fishing. We were there maybe 5 minutes. I threw my line in the water. We were there 5 minutes. Boom. Caught the flathead. It's 25 pounds, live brim. Of course, it was on all Uncle Lou's tackle.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was on his those Uncle Lou rattles, his hooks. I think it was a 9-aught hook. Brad, everybody knows Brad Caudell's weights, but yeah, I threw it across first time I threw it across the bank, I kind of threw it across the bank, I kind of hit the trees on the other side.
Yeah.
And I had to redo everything, and I cast it back over, and it's all done from there. He reeled it in, and I was excited. I was stoked. I was tired, but then after that, I was awake.
Yeah.
The first thing that came to our minds is like, okay, how are we going to get it up on the bank? So I was like, you know what? I was like, I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna go down and get it. So I went down, because I have an awesome balancing issue to where I'll trip on flat ground. But yeah, I went down and got it, pulled it up. We were just we were all in just like, wow, maybe there 5 minutes.
Wow.
I weighed 25 something. I'd just say 25 pounds. And it was just, yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. I want to go back so bad. And then the same trip, we went and fished Tom's dock, well, the dock.
Mhm.
You know, we had lasagna. We had what was it, gumbo? It was
Jambalaya.
Mhm.
jambalaya.
Yep.
And I mean, we ate so much we were all ready to pass out.
Well, hey, let me just jump in for a second and say that in the description for tonight's show is Matt's video of the catching of that flathead and what he went through climbing, getting down the bank and all that. It's about 10 minutes long, and the link is in there, so go ahead and watch that. And give him a thumbs up because it was a great catch. And that's your PB, right?
Yes, sir. That's my PB.
So you haven't caught another one since that one?
No, sir.
Yeah. Well, come on back. We got more. We got more where they came from.
I'm planning on it. I got a lot of issues I got to deal with here, and I'm definitely going to be going back. I know I'm supposed to be going over to Big Mike's meet and greet the 14th and the 14th through the 16th or something like that.
15th and 16th, unless they changed it.
Okay.
What's supposed to happen during that anyway?
Do what?
Is something supposed to happen during that?
Oh yeah, you said you wanted to lose a bet.
I'm not losing nothing.
I bet you your pontoon boat.
No. I ain't losing anything.
Okay. We'll see who's wearing socks that day.
Shut up.
And there she goes.
Let's see.
But yeah, it's I want to get back over there like big time. I even thought about just flying over there and getting a rod holder, you know, a rod case when I was playing on rod cases and taking my stuff. But you know, we got to set everything up. With everybody, you know, constantly with all this crap going on, it's just, you know, somebody's sick all the time.
Yep.
You know, either Grace gets hurt or whatever, or you know, something's always going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, if you ever get that opportunity, whether you drive, fly, use a teleporter, whoever you want to get here, you don't need to bring a whole lot of gear. We've got more rods than you can shake a stick at. As long as you don't mind using Mad Cats and Abus.
I don't know about Abus. Abus and me aren't friends.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do good with Abus. I don't know why. I had one. I think it was was it the rival? Was it the rival 20 or whatever? Or what is it?
That's a pen reel.
Yeah.
Pen rival.
I think it was. Yeah, it must have been that. You don't have to bring gear, bro. We got you.
Yep, he's telling you the same thing. Just come on.
All right. That'll work. I mean, I've been telling them I want to go back so bad. I just you know.
Yeah.
With the way everything is nowadays, especially my Jeep, and then that's why I said I might just fly out there.
Yep.
So
we can work that out.
Yeah, definitely.
I
know the farthest I'd want to drive with my Jeep is probably maybe 6 hours or so.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I said I'll go up there, you know, fish with the guys up in Missouri and Big Mike, and you know, show Jody how to fish.
Yeah.
No, don't even try that.
Maybe she'll show me how to fish. Actually,
I was gonna let you borrow some of my fishing poles, so you have to pack yours if you flew.
Where to?
Yeah.
Oh, to Mike's.
Yeah.
I can drive over there. It's only about 6 hours.
Okay.
5 then for me. I mean, I don't.
Yep. Miss Michelle says we have a room, gear, and food. Just come on.
There you go.
That comes from the boss.
Do what?
I said that comes from the boss herself.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a couple more shout outs. Pork Chop came in. I've seen Valerie came in, Lucky Ronnie, and Fracture Fix. They may have come in earlier, but this is the first time I'm seeing them. And
I
Uncle
see
Lou.
Tim Molino too.
I'm sorry, who?
Tim Molino.
Oh, Tim. Hey, welcome, Tim.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
Tim, how's it going?
So, Matt, you have obviously you mentioned you have a kayak. Do you like to kayak for the catfish or?
I've been trying. I'm new to it, so I've been trying drifting and just kind of going with the current or whatever. There's a bunch of lakes around me.
Mhm.
Not river. There's a river, but it's not. It's basically where I'd have to put in and get out a lot because there's a lot of shallow spots.
Okay.
Unless I start up in Missouri and make my way down, then I'd be able to kind of ride it out the whole way. Unless I run into a fall or something like that, I have to get out and go around. But
Yeah.
I don't really want to do that because with a lot of the physical issues I go through,
Mhm.
I wouldn't be able to really withstand doing that a lot. But yeah, in the lakes I do. I drift around with the current. So I'm hoping to do better this coming spring. So I want to really take my kayak to other places.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you paddle, or do you have the pedal drive or a trolling motor? How do you
I
get
just
around?
paddle. I paddle right now. Yeah, I have a lifetime Yukon, and just with myself, I mean, I don't want to say I'm pretty close to the limit, but I'm pretty close to the limit. So I don't want to take a lot more. Is that a thing? I don't want to take any more gear. That way, something does happen. But I am looking at getting one of those featherweight motors from Walmart.
Okay.
Just like a cheapo.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you thought of where the guys that have they attach everything to the kayak or to themselves so they don't fall out, or if you were to tip, you would still be able to recover it?
Well, I do now. I do now. I did before. If I did before, then I'd still have that phone. But yeah, I do now. I ordered a lot of those actually.
Uncle Josh wants to know, the flight cop's going to stop you from bringing me lasagna or enchiladas?
Probably, Josh. Probably. I mean, they might confiscate it and have to test it, before I can take it. So.
I gotta say, I think that the lasagna you brought, you said Toby had made that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was, if she's listening, that was wonderful. Thank you.
No, she's not. She's doing some case notes. Plus, I have my earbuds in for earphones. I'm actually sitting on the bed because I actually hurt my knee not that long ago. Or actually, yeah, not that long ago, maybe an hour or two ago.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, stepping over a gate and I went straight down on my knee.
Well, that's not good. You gotta stop doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I try, but it's always something.
Yeah. Joy says, I'm not paddling or running unless the cops are chasing me.
I seen Mike was in here, my CFF, so I want to say hello to him.
Hello, Mike.
Hey, Mikey.
Let's see. All right, so let's talk about your hunting. Yeah, we've kind of dabbled around a little bit. What do you hunt for? What's your favorite target to hunt for?
Hog.
Hog.
I'd rather hog hunt than deer hunt, just for the fact that I think it's because it's more dangerous.
Yeah.
You shoot a hog and they see you where you're at, they're going to charge you if you're not off the ground. I mean, I've shot hog in the head, like square in the head with my crossbow, and the boar just shook his head like it didn't even bother him, broke the bolt off and started running.
They're mean.
So yeah, but he died eventually, and the sow he was with, I got her when I recocked my crossbow. I got her first shot. But yeah, hog and deer. I go for deer, obviously. I got 3 deer opening day on the same day. What else? I've gone for bear in the Ozark Mountains. Turkey, quail.
How big are the hogs that you hunt or kill?
I don't shoot anything over a certain size. I mean, if you shoot something so big, I mean, it's not really going to taste that great. Right. But I mean, I think the biggest one I've shot was with my 30-30. It's probably about 200. I don't know. I never weighed it, so it's probably about 2 something. Wow. Took me a minute to get it up on the 4-wheeler.
Yeah, that's a good size.
Yeah. I think I saw a picture of you with 2 hogs together. So was that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look pretty decent size.
Yeah, the 200 and whatever pound, I think it was about that. Maybe it was probably closer to 200, but it was. I have a picture of it hanging from my garage. That's how big it was. Basically the back feet were almost touching the ground. That's how long it was.
Wow. Let's see. Trophy Seekers Outdoors in the house. Welcome.
Hello, Daryl.
Hey, Matt. I've killed a hog.
Do what?
I've killed one before.
Did you?
Yeah, we trap ours, and I didn't feel it was sportsmanship, so I never would kill another one. I didn't like killing it. Gotta like killing it in the cage.
Oh, that makes sense. We used to trap them too, but we did that to basically, it's called bore them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did that to make them bigger.
Well, they're so thick up here, we track them all the time. It's not safe.
I love hog hunting.
Yeah, I don't think we have any of them around here. I've never heard of anybody hunting them. Or
I wouldn't doubt if you did. I bet you guys do have them.
Yeah. I don't know. They populate so fast. He would know, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe up in the mountains further.
Yeah. It don't take long to make a problem out of them.
Was that the Blue Ridge over there by you?
Yeah, that's actually west of us. We're pretty much in the Piedmont area of South Central Virginia. It's pretty flat around here.
Okay,
yeah. But we've had some guys take down some black bear. But for the most part, yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of a hog being taken around here. And there's a ton of hunters out here.
Yeah, I like bear hunting too. The meat's really good. A lot of people don't like the meat because it's greasy, but you just got to cook it a certain way.
Aaron's in the house. Welcome, Catfish Regulators.
Howdy.
What's going on, Aaron?
Mr. Gadget, I think I mentioned him earlier.
Hello.
Mr. Gadget.
Okay, Josh wants to say, when I reach my target weight, I'm coming to go hog hunting with you and David.
You got it. Bring it on.
So now when you catch something, I hear you have a special knife that you use for cleaning and cutting purposes.
I do. I actually have 2 of them.
You have 2?
They are, yeah. One of them's in my Jeep. I always keep it there because I started forgetting it. And the other one's in my gun safe. Yeah, they are Uncle Josh bladesmithing knives.
Wow.
And they are super sharp. I use them for fish as well. He actually made me a replica of the first one he sent me, but smaller.
Okay.
And it's it handles the fish a lot better.
Mhm.
And I mean, these things are just ridiculously sharp.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he makes beautiful blades. I mean, sharp. I mean, you can make. I like my blades look like they're rustic, and he knows
Right.
that, so he makes mine look rustic. You know, I don't like the polished blade and all this other stuff.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, he makes some beautiful blades.
Yeah, if anybody wants to see it, again, there's a video on Matt's page. A beautiful knife that Josh had made with the rounded
Yep.
blade on it. It's beautiful. Yep.
I mean, it cut
And,
through that deer meat and that fish just like, I mean, literally like butter.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Make sure you guys all go check out Creole catfishing too. Keep
Mm-hmm.
him up there at that 1K. You know, he should have been there a long time ago, but you know, my Creole hat stays in the Jeep because I wear it a lot when I go fishing, and it doesn't look as pretty as Tom's does. It's kind of faded out and stuff, but I love, you know, I say it's my go-to hat. I got that one and my 1 ton and my Palmetto hat in my Jeep.
Well, I got lucky in that this was a Christmas present, so it hasn't been warm enough out for me to sweat it up yet. So,
Right.
but yes, I love my Creole hat. I see a new name in chat, Steve Ransom. He says we don't have hogs in Virginia. Okay, Steve. Thank you. And Steve Adams in the house.
Yeah.
What's going on, Mr. Adams?
I've got a shout out I want to make. Bobcat Outdoors. He makes stickers and stuff, so if you need to buy any stickers, please check him out first.
All right, Bobcat Outdoors. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
already
Mr.
left
Bob
tonight,
is a jack of all trades.
but he's already gone out, but you can send him a message or something. But he does
Okay.
do the stickers and things.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Jody. So, Matt, do you have an interest in photography?
I do. I really like photography. I don't know what it is. I just have I don't want to say I have a knack or an eye for things, but just some things I'll see. I'm like, wow, that's really pretty, or it's really beautiful, and I'll take a picture of it. But I just use my phone, so it doesn't even compare to what it looks like in person. You
Yeah.
know, I guess you're getting at that picture that I took.
Yeah.
I took a picture when I was fishing, and it got selected for the 2022 breathtaking Arkansas, and I think I said over 3 million photos were submitted, and one of mine got selected to be in the calendar.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you. I've always wanted, when I was younger, not when I was younger, but when I was in the military, I really wanted to do, get into photography more. And I figured, when I get out, I'm going to do photography, but I just never did it. And, I started getting injuries, and, I just never really had a chance. That's why a lot of times, like right now, I can't pursue what my degrees are, because I can't do it mentally, so.
Right.
But yes, I do like photography. And if you know who else likes photography, is Rob Mo Creek Adventures. Okay. He does really good photography. Y'all need to go check him out. He does really good photography. Ricky, how's it going, brother? You shave your head with one of those awesome knives. No, but I've shaved my fingers, my toe, because I dropped it, and my arm.
Oh.
So,
not my head, no.
I may be wrong, but I think I was listening to, I believe it was Joy the other day was talking about, she takes some photographs and she's got them, she's got some awards, or they had to put in some things. Maybe she can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I believe it was Joy that was in the chat talking about that.
Awards and stuff.
Yeah, and I think she had won some cash prizes or something on some of her photos. And
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I mean, there's just so many things out there. I mean, I don't know. There's so many things out like that. I don't know if I send it. I posted on my page the sunset with the Uncle Lou's rod right there,
uh-huh.
and I said the beauty of God's creation can only be captured in person, not on camera or painting. I mean, it was just like ridiculously. I was just like, wow, I've never seen something like that. You know, did he point at you, Yodi?
No, I had something come across my screen.
Oh,
Uh,
All right,
yeah.
David.
Somebody could post
Michelle's going to
Josh's
put that
bladesmithing
link up.
page. That'd be awesome. Oh,
Yep, Michelle's putting that up as we speak.
all right, that'd be awesome.
let's see.
Okay,
I may
Fishing
have
and
to.
Freedom says you've got to stretch the river bank with your name on it whenever you get ready to come and fish with them.
Rich, I'm always ready to come up there and fish with you, brother.
Tom, how much charge
I
my
know. Me
battery
and
up?
Lyle, when it gets warmer, me and Lyle are gonna plan something to get together and do some fishing somewhere.
That'd be great.
We got Richard, you're not that far from me. You're southern Missouri, so I mean, you're right there. Probably maybe 3 hours, 2 hours away, something like that. But yeah, I'd love to come up there and fish with you, bro.
Now, didn't you get to meet Lyle in person?
I did. I had won a rod holder, a handmade rod holder, uh, on a contest that I drove up to Missouri. Him and me, or Cindy, him and I went and met up. I forget what place it was called, but we ate, had catfish dinner, and it was awesome. Lyle and Cindy are awesome. They're an awesome couple. Funny as all get out. You know, you think Lyle's funny, you should meet Cindy. She is a crack up, and she just has no qualms about anything. She's just who she is, and she's awesome. I love her the way she is. You know, Lyle is an awesome guy. You know, I couldn't say anything. You know, I could say 1,000 things, but he's just a really, really swell guy. You know, they're both of them are just very nice people.
Very nice. So Aaron wants to know, is there still a matchup between you two at the meet and greet?
Yes,
All right.
but I think Jody said she wanted to do a friendly wager, not a bet. She just wanted to do it for fun. So I'm just guessing. You know, I know she's listening, so I'm just thinking she's scared. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, no polar plunge, huh? Well, of course it'll be May, so not really polar, but
Yeah, it'll be just a plunge then.
yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to keep up with chat here. I'm getting behind. Steve Adams wants to know, could you ask Matt if he ever hunts the White River Refuge?
Steve Adams, no, but I really want to. I really, really want to. There's some big deer and some nice hogs in there. I really want to get up there and do it. But I've heard that you have to have a boat to actually get there.
Okay. Tina Ladybug's in the house. Palmetto's leaving. Have a great night. Great show, y'all. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you.
Have a good night, Kevin. I'll see you later.
Whisker Dreams. I don't know if we've called him out yet.
No, I don't think we have.
Michelle double posted that. Solo text, Brother Matt, I remember the video where you shaved a piece of your arm to show the sharpness.
Yep. Yes, sir. That was yeah. It's sharp. I mean, it's crazy sharp. I mean, I haven't had to resharpen it. I mean, I use it a lot too, and I haven't had to resharpen it at all.
Cool. Yeah, I have an Uncle Josh knife. I won actually in No Real Losses 1K giveaway, and I don't want to use it. I love it. It's so nice, and and I don't want to gunk it up, or I want to keep it in the way it is. He has a nice little leather sheath with it for me, and it's really quite nice. I don't think the bluegill here deserve that.
They do not deserve the honor of being sliced.
Yeah. Yep. So Joyce says,
I have oiled that. I have oiled mine with 3-in-1 oil, rem oil, like gun oil.
right.
I've had dry blood on it and everything, mine and fish.
Yeah.
So I mean that cleans up really good.
Yeah. I use rem oil on my bass rods, those little ceramic eyes on them. When I clean up everything in the spring for the new season and all that, I always spray the eyes with the rem oil, and makes the line come through them a little bit better.
Really?
Yep. And Joy says the state tourism has bought some pics her and Scott took. That's great. Yeah, that is what I heard the other day. Yep. And congratulations,
neat,
Joy and Scott.
Yeah.
Yep. I think they were talking about the process of how to get your pictures sent in, and that was quite interesting.
That's pretty neat to be selected for something like that. That's pretty neat.
So Daryl for Trophy Seeker says he's going to try and fish Friday and do a live if the weather is good.
You need to be careful out there, Daryl. He's in Tennessee, right? If I remember. Wait.
Yeah, he fished the Tennessee.
Yeah, he fishes in Tennessee. They're probably getting the same weather that we just got or gonna get, because I mean, usually they'll get it after I get it.
So Mike's Fishing Home says, I haven't fished with Maddie within 2 years. I quit.
I'll fish with you. I'll come fish with you. I have no qualms about going to different states. I mean, 13 hours, that's nothing for me. I drove straight through. I'll drive straight through and fish again. It's just about, I don't like putting my stuff out there, but it's just about, it's financial for me,
So David said, yes, a boat, or it is all walk-in at the refuge.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's another YouTuber that Born Arkansas or something. They do it. They fished there and they took a boat in. I follow them, and they show a lot of Arkansas hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
Bucket list fish. I don't think I have a bucket list fish. Honestly, I don't think. I mean, shark. I guess shark. I mean, that'd be interesting to catch. I really don't. I don't want to say I target certain species. I'll go fish wherever and catch whatever. Say hi, babe. Oh, my bloodhound's on the bed. She's making them get down.
Get yourself there.
You want to say hi? No? Okay.
Let's see. Got anything else?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, I guess, not to have a bucket list fish. Maybe I'll have to think about that more. Because, I mean, I can't really fight anything too big because of my neck and my, all the stuff I got going on. But, I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, I know I've caught a 125-pound sand tiger shark and the 84-pound bluefin tuna. And the 84-pound bluefin kicked my butt.
Really?
Yeah, and that's you know when you go out on the boats for the tuna, they back the boat back on you so you can recover line. You know, because
Right.
they'll keep running until they unspool you, and
Right.
that's with those huge, and that's wearing the harness and all that other stuff. And even with them backing it down so you can recover line, that thing wore me out.
Really?
Yep.
You got to keep it too, right? Or did they take some
Oh
of
yeah.
it?
Yep. Yep.
Did they? I'd
Yep.
love to go to. I think tuna would be my bucket list because I just want to get one. And I mean that the meat on that thing has to be
It's
crazy when it's
wonderful.
fresh. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it was like I say, it was 84 pounds, and I was the only one that caught it. None of the other guys caught one, so I split it with everybody.
Right.
We each had like 12 pounds by the time they were done. You know, carving it up for us at the dock, and I cut into 12 1 pound steaks for us. And my ex-wife, when I brought it home, she said, "I don't want that. I only like tuna in a can." You know, so I'm like, "Oh well, okay, well more for me." You know, and then she, her mom and dad had come to visit, and they brought her a bottle of raspberry vinaigrette dressing. She says, "Well, I'm going to cook some of that tuna, and I'm going to put that on it." I'm like, "You're not going to ruin my tuna by putting fruit on it." Do you know what? It was the best tasting thing, best piece of tuna I've ever had in my life. So we ended up doing the rest
Really?
of them. It wasn't overpowering. You just had it kept the fish from drying out, um, and it just gave it just that hint of a fruity flavor. But you didn't know you were eating raspberries, and but it was wonderful. I almost passed
Did you
on. I almost missed
did you
out.
try it raw when they first did you try it like that?
I didn't
I
eat
heard
it
it's
raw
really good.
like sushi, but I did just make it plain by itself.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, with the raspberry vinaigrette as the marinade, it was wonderful.
I meant like a la carte when they were cutting it up at the dock. Did you try a piece when they were cutting it
Yeah.
up, flaying it up at the dock? No.
No, this was going back probably about 1990. You know, I don't think
Oh,
sushi was a big thing back then. You know,
you're right. Okay.
but yeah, I have a memory and a picture to live a lifetime. It's probably my crowning achievement in fishing.
That would be awesome to catch a tuna, especially bluefin tuna. I mean, those things are just fat, big, strong.
Yeah, yeah, you know, it's funny. We when those guys catch a fish, they hang the flag on the boat so that everybody can see that they had one. And there was another boat that had left out of the same marina as us. We were about 20 miles offshore, and we saw those guys fighting fish all day long. They had somebody in the fighting chair every single time their boat spun around, and we were feeling kind of bad that we only ended up catching one. And when we got back in, our captain was talking to their captain, and he said, "We had 3 fish on that were over 200 pounds apiece, and we fought them for hours, and we didn't land any of them." So that
Oh
made
wow!
the pond a lot bigger.
So it looked like they were catching a lot of fish, but it was just those few fish
Yep.
that they were. Everybody's
Yep.
taking turns reeling it in.
Yep. And yeah, for hours they said they reeled down on these fish, and then they all of them got off.
I don't think it's fun to do that. I don't think that would be fun for me to reel a fish and take that long to reel it in. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it, the big fish, that's the trophy. But for me, just being out there doing it, that's
Yeah.
like reeling myself. I mean, that's my trophy.
Jody's coming back. Welcome back. So Matt, I'd like to talk a little bit about a certain nickname that you gave Aaron and I. You remember that?
Soggy bottom boys.
The Saggy Bottom Boys. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Matt frequents our Friday night lives, and Aaron and I were at the end of the dock, and he trying to land a fish, and I had the net, I think, and Aaron had the fish, and he was like trying to get under the dock, so we were both bent over with our butts sticking up in the air. I heard through the camera,
Yep.
saggy bottom boys. And it stuck. We both enjoyed it. We didn't take offense. We thought it was hysterical. And Aaron actually, for a couple of weeks after that, he put that in the title of the lives. So thank you for that.
No, thank you for that. That was memorable.
Jody, do you have a question?
I wrote a couple in chat.
Okay.
I'll have to go back and get them.
Did you put a question mark?
No.
Let me see if I can find. Continue, Jody. Matt, where do you stand on fish conversation such as CPR? Please mean conservation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever give a fish CPR, Matt?
Catch, photo, release.
CPR? Catch, photo, release?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever keep fish?
Oh yeah, I keep fish. I mean, everybody keeps fish. I mean, if somebody says they don't keep fish, then I don't know. I don't trust that person because everybody keeps fish.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the fish, like, if it's a certain size, I won't keep it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
What
know.
is that size?
What is it?
You got a basic, like 10 pounds. I keep fish up to 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's probably about what I do. I went down to pick up Grace from her sister's house down in Central Arkansas, and I fished a little bit. That's actually when I met David Smith. And right when he left, I caught a blue cat. And I was going to keep it, but, I didn't weigh it or anything. I just kind of threw everything in my Jeep and didn't have anything there or prepared. But I just threw it back. I don't, if I go somewhere, I'm not going to keep a fish because I don't want to, one, make sure that the meat goes to waste, because it's a 3-hour drive. And then, two, I wasn't really prepared, so I didn't have a cooler or nothing like that. So I just, but if I go and I'm prepared, yeah, I'll keep a fish about up to 10 pounds maybe.
Mine's usually alive when I get back home. I keep mine alive well.
Well, you have a boat, so.
Yeah.
Usually before I leave, if I'm taking it home, I'll bleed it out. About an hour before I go, I'll bleed it out, bleed them out, let them die, naturally or whatever. And that way there's no shock. Keep them in the cold water and do it like that.
So Tim Molina has a comment. He says, my bucket list fish is half pound more than Jody's PB.
Go for it,
Is
Tim.
Freddie still in the chat?
Freddie's, I don't know.
I haven't seen his name pop up in a while. He may still be here. If you're here, speak up, Freddie. Take down catfishing's in the house. I think I've seen Kenneth come in a little bit ago.
Kenneth, hi Kenneth.
Here's how I did those knots on that necklace. I don't know if I think it's going to show up.
I can try to, let me see if I can make you.
I just did it on both ends. And that way I can go like that and make it smaller.
Yeah. Hey, Freddie.
I've had a lot of people ask about it. I mean, it's not supposed to be a necklace, but I made it into one just because, I just want to be different.
And Brad's in the house.
Brad Cadell, I didn't see him.
Catfishing with Cause in the house. Welcome, Cause.
Hey, Cause. Freddie's there.
Hey, Brad. Hey, Cause.
Okay, I'm way behind. Okay, here's Matt. As a wounded veteran, do you see yourself ever leading a program for veterans that would teach them catfishing instead of just a yearly trip?
Do it.
I had a question about, we have they take a vet out fishing like once a year. But I don't know, is
Right.
there any programs that actually teaches vets how to fish and keeps them interested in it all year long?
I don't think there are, but yeah, I'd like to do something like that. But I mean,
There-
that's
There's an
you know,
idea.
exactly. And I mean, a lot of places they'll have tournaments, and
Mhm.
where the vet goes fishing once in a while, or but to have it to where they're constantly fishing and they can go out fishing, or someone
Mhm.
that's with them can take them fishing, you know, not just like you said, every once in a while, but when they can actually go, when
Mhm.
hey, I'm going fishing, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they actually, you can just go out and fish, but to be successful, you do need to learn some techniques and some knots and what you need to bring.
Right. I lived in Central Arkansas. I fished. It's a small lake over there by the
Mhm.
VA, and they would bring
Yeah.
the old timers out, wheel them around the lake and stuff. And I've
Yeah.
given fishing poles to a few of them and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
showed them knots and everything. And but yeah, it's just I don't know, just getting them to want to do it, I guess, because it's hard for me to want to do
Yeah.
stuff as well, just with the lot of things I go through. So I know what they're going through themselves.
Hmm. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You have obstacles that other people don't have.
Right.
So I do understand that.
They shout out to Big Mike. He's in the house.
Hey, Mike.
Big Mike.
So we're up to 49 people. We're doing well tonight.
Wow.
And I seen Uncle Josh had a comment that I'd like to get on. Why we keep any fish in the salt water as big as they get, we'll keep those, but not in fresh water. We limit the size on the catfish. And my only thing is, I'm not well studied on it like other people, some of the men in the community, but
Mhm.
I always throw back because I was taught they was the breeders, and I want those breeders producing in the water.
Right.
Right.
I'd rather have them in the water swimming around producing than in my deep freezer. But there's
Yep.
plenty of 10-pounders I can keep for that.
Well, plus it's not just the catfish; it's the brim. You catch
Mhm.
brim, those big ones.
Yeah.
They're just like, holy crap, that's huge.
Hmm.
And I've the last channel cat I caught, I brought it home and I filleted it, and it actually had eggs.
Oh.
And it was weird because it
Yeah.
was like this time of year, and I think it's because of the weather changing constantly. It didn't
Hmm.
know what to do, so they what is that? Prematurely spawned or whatever.
Yeah.
So especially with the brim and whatever you want to call them, brim, bluegill, whatever. I call them
Mhm.
brim, all of them. It don't matter what they are, they're brim.
It's neat.
Uh, a lot of the big fat ones I'll throw back, because you
Hmm.
can tell if it's got eggs or not.
Yeah.
I won't keep all of them, but some of them, I'll keep a couple once in a while, but most of them I'll throw back because you can't just throw back catfish. You gotta keep everything repopulated to have a good environment
Hmm.
in the water.
True.
Right. Michelle posting links. Again, she's got Matt's page. She's got the link to his PB Flathead video and Jody's channel. Also, again, I remind everybody in the description, if you missed it earlier, we have Creole's page. Some of you may have heard he went over 1K, but let's make sure he stays over there. So if you don't have Creole, please hit him up tonight.
Congratulations.
Yep. Congratulations to Creole for sure. He deserves it.
Hmm.
He's
I'd
got a
like to get down
wonderful
there and
show.
fish with Creole. That's what I'd like to do.
And I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing to him.
Yeah.
Your family, we all build each other up, and he couldn't do it without our subscription. So thanks
Yeah.
everybody for helping him out.
Also, we have the link for the Anglerholics, they're getting very close to their 500 mark. Let's see if we can help them out. Yep. They have a show coming up Saturday night, don't they, Jody?
I think they do.
Yeah. What do you know about that? What can you tell us?
Me and Cause is going to be on it.
Excellent.
Yeah. And
are you ready? You've been studying?
No, there is nothing to study. You either know it or you don't. You either was sitting and watching it or you wasn't.
Yeah.
I missed the last one with Mark and Lyle. I caught the one before that, but I missed the Mark and Lyle one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark and Lyle were funny. They're really, really good. The one before that too with Hooks and Hammocks and Freddie and Nina, that was hysterical. Absolutely hysterical.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well, good luck to you, Jody. Wish you well.
We'll have fun. I'm not even worried about winning or losing. We're just going to have fun. So
right.
It really don't matter.
All
There's
right,
Kevin Baker. Tag, you're it.
And there's Uncle Josh's bladesmithing is here as well for the link from Michelle. And also, we also put up Fields to Water, Chad's new channel, and Jeremy Colvin's Fishing. They had to restart their channels due to something beyond their control, and they're starting over, and they deserve to get right back to where they were. So please help them if you haven't.
I think that's ridiculous how they do that, to where if you get up over a certain amount, you know, to where it's, you're not buying your subs, and you're actually putting out content, you're doing it the right way. I mean, there's no wrong way to do it, but you're doing it, not buying your subs and all this other stuff. And then you get up there and they don't monetize you. I mean, that's just, that's ridiculous.
The frustrating part, and I don't know all the stories, the backstories, but it seems like they won't even tell them why. I mean, that's the worst part of it. If there was a reason, okay, maybe they made a mistake or they did something, but just to ignore it, that's kind of crappy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don R says hello to everybody.
Howdy.
Hello, Don.
And I think Steve Rensone. Appreciate the comment.
Hey, Kevin Baker,
Nice hair,
Nuts and Bolts Fishing. Nice hair, Jody.
Thank you.
All right. Does anybody else have any questions for Matt tonight?
Is Big Mike still there? Ask him when those dates are.
Big Mike, do you got the dates for the or Daryl? Daryl can tell us too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Daryl.
For the get together?
Is Daryl taking his boat?
Let's see if he's still in here. Brad says Thinking Cause is going to win. Jody, do you want to bet?
I would if it was anybody besides her.
Uh-oh.
And also a reminder on the Golden Whiskers, the voting is open until January the 30th. Danimal said, Michelle, the link you're posting isn't working. Which link is that, Danimal?
Hey, what's going on, Dan? Sorry, I didn't know you were in here. I don't have my chat open.
I seen him earlier. Hey, Dan.
Steve Ransom says, Jody, I watch a lot and can't answer a lot of the questions. Good luck.
Yeah. Appreciate it. We're going to have fun no matter what.
Let's see. Dink over Stink is in the house. Let's see if Dan answers.
Who are you trying to get an answer from? Mike or Daryl?
Danimal.
No,
well,
Dan said that
missed the bad link, but Big Mike or Daryl for the dates for the get together.
Yeah, I need to get with them to see if there's a place for me to put my pontoon. I'd bring it if I got a place to dock it.
Yeah, it's camping. It's primitive camping, right? Or what is?
Yeah, Colin's actually got a campsite, and I'm gonna stay with her in
Okay.
that campsite. But I
Okay.
don't know if it's right on the water. I have camped before with the pontoon, but I was sleeping right in front of it.
Didn't Kevin camp on his pontoon? I missed that one.
Well, I sleep on mine. I've camped on mine 2 days, but
Right.
not no
Yeah.
week or.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe Kevin did. Yep.
Hmm.
Out on Palmetto Island.
Yeah.
All right, Ricky has a question. Matt, what other likes or hobbies you have besides fishing and hunting, like sports, wood carving, racing, etc.?
I don't watch sports anymore. Actually, I used to be a huge. I mean, I can't say I don't watch them anymore. I'll keep track of them.
Mhm.
I did watch 2 NFL games the other day. What was that Sunday? Sunday. But I was a huge Ohio State fan. Um, I just really got tired of all the politics. Even when in college, they're still there, especially now that they're probably going to get paid. It's
Right.
still going to be there.
Yep.
It's even going to get worse. I believe that the college, if you win certain games in your, I know this is getting off the question. If you win certain games in your conference, you should be able to switch conferences. But they won't do that because of money issues or whatever. But anyways, uh, really, no. Honestly, I don't have that many hobbies. Fishing and hunting, really. It's basically what I like to do. Uh, I like building stuff, but I haven't really done it in a while. Uh,
Do you like music?
I like fixing things. So I mean, I work on cars really good. Uh, so I mean, do I have any hobbies? Yeah.
Rabbit.
Oh yeah, rabbits.
Mhm.
Not eating them anymore, but raising them.
Yeah.
Well, how many do you have?
So rescuing them. We rescue rabbits.
Cool.
But yeah, it's basically what I do. I mean, yeah, that's basically it. I wish I had more hobbies, but I don't know. In my mind, I guess I feel like I don't have the time, but I do. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you have a certain type of music you like, or?
Music, basically, anything. Country mainly. But
Okay.
if someone puts something on, I'm not gonna, you know, bash it or whatever. I'll listen to whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty much open to most forms of music. Um, almost, but yeah, I can listen to pretty much anything.
Right. Yeah, I
See,
can.
Uncle
Yeah,
Josh wants to know, Jody, you sleep driving your pontoon.
Absolutely not. I stand up when I drive.
Let's see.
And Brad, I do not. Well, I do sleep text on YouTube.
Yes, Justin's fishing fetish in the house. Howdy.
Hey,
Howdy
what's going
do.
on, Justin?
Yeah, Jody. I was chatting with Jody one night, and she got about halfway through a sentence, and then all of the lettering stopped, and I just got 4 or 5 lines of the letter L.
Actually,
Yeah.
I do have. Wow, I just repeated myself. Uh, wood making, like making stuff from wood, like cutting boards and stuff like that. I like to do that a lot.
Cool.
My buddy he usually makes a lot of, he usually sells, he'll like make handmade chessboards and stuff. And I'll go over and
Mhm.
help him, make counters or cutting boards or, whatever he needs help with. I like doing that stuff.
Yeah. I like a lot of ornate chessboards I've seen. I'd really like to have,
Yeah.
but now my son and I used to play, and he's moved out, so I got nobody to play with anymore. So I really don't need a chessboard.
I never
just
learned.
sit on a table collecting dust. You have to dust it every week.
I never really learned. No one ever really taught me.
Yeah.
What was Dan's question? Or Don? What was that?
Don, what's your favorite way to fish?
The favorite way to fish. I like ultralight fishing, I'll be honest. Even when I'm catfishing, I'm ultralight fishing. I use those, I know you've heard Lyle and them talk about them, those tungsten 5mm, 4mm.
Yeah.
I mean, out here, the crappie and brim just tear them up. And it's year round, not just for ice fishing. But yeah, I really like ultralight fishing. This year, I'm going to span out and do more videos, record more stuff in the smaller rivers by my house. That way I can wade. I'm going to get a pair of waders and go to the White River and the Spring River and do some more fishing over there. I just got a chest harness in, so I'll be able to use that and try to figure that out.
Nice. All right. There's Kaz has answered. Mike and Daryl's get together will be May 14th and 15th. Chester Frost Campground in Hickson, Tennessee. How far is that from you, Jody?
For me, it's about 2.5 hours.
Where about is Hickson, Tennessee? Is that central?
That's all I can tell you is that they're around Chattanooga area.
Okay. It's probably not that far from me, maybe about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, Cody from 3+1 says, Matt, if you could fish with anybody, not just limited to fishermen or YouTubers, in the whole wide world, who would it be?
Wow. I don't really think in that depth. I don't know. I can, let me see. Who could I fish with? Honestly, that's a good question, Cody. I don't even know. I want to fish with a lot of people. Let me see. I'd say Fluffy.
Who's Fluffy?
Gabriel Iglesias.
The
tonic?
Yeah.
Really?
Just because I know it'd be a crack up time. You know, it'd just be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to fish with a lot of people. I mean, that's just off the top of my head. I really don't, to be honest, I don't think in that depth of thought. I mean, my wife can tell you guys that I don't really get in that depth of conversation, you know. I guess that's, I don't know, it's just me, I guess. But yeah, I want to fish with a lot of people. But yeah, that would be, if I had to on the spot pick, it'd be all of Jody's text looks like she's asleep.
I know. It's my phone and my laptop. It's not really me.
How long did it take you to realize, Tom, she was asleep?
Well, it's like I said, I was in the middle of a reading or conversation, and it went to L like 100 times. I said, yeah, she fell asleep on the keyboard again. I noticed when Jody was here last time, she has a terrible time texting and holding her phone. We were sitting side by side, and I just hear thump, thump, and she'd bend over and pick up the phone. And I think she must have done it 8 or 9 times in like an hour period. Like you need to get a stronger case for that thing before you break it.
Yeah. I can't hold on to it. And you know, sometimes it makes something on the screen like I tapped it when I do that. I didn't even touch it, but it puts words out like I sent up a comment.
Yeah.
So it's
You need
really
one of
not all
those.
me.
You get one of those rogue fishing. It's on a lanyard. It's like a spring lanyard,
Yeah.
paracord,
Yep.
and
Mhm.
it wraps around the back of your phone. You drop it, it doesn't hit the ground or whatever. But those things work really, really good.
Have you got something going on with Freddie?
Who?
You.
No, why?
Brian B says, if Matt could get somebody to whoop on Freddie, who would he pick?
If I could what?
Get somebody to whoop up on Freddie, who would you pick? And Freddie says, answer is J-Dog. Oh, wait, I will be doing that next month.
To work? To whoop up on Freddie?
So, yeah, I guess to whoop him up in fishing. I don't know.
Oh, that wouldn't be
Be
hard,
anybody.
Nina.
You just need to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It could be anybody.
I'd say Nina. I wouldn't let him leave the house. I'd let his wife do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Good answer. Let's see. All right. Justin wants to know, what's your favorite snacks while fishing?
Jambalaya.
Breakfast sandwich.
What's my favorite snack while fishing? Beef jerky, sunflower seeds.
Nice. You know, I know, Jody. I know unless you have a cooler, you can't bring the nutty bars and that kind of the zebra cakes out in the hot sun. In the summertime around here, they'll just be a melted gobbledygook.
Mm-hmm.
It'd still be good though.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to licking the wrappers.
I don't eat many Little Debbie's. I don't even eat them anymore. But I tell you what I made today.
You just drink it. You don't unwrap it. You just crack a hole in it and squeeze it in your mouth like a yogurt.
Yep. Yep.
I made a homemade peanut butter cake with peanut butter icing. It was really good.
Oh, wow.
I made it from scratch.
You'll have to send me a picture of that.
Mm-hmm. I will.
As you know, it's my weakness is peanut butter.
It was really,
mine
really
too.
good.
Tom, my weakness is peanut butter too. It's bad.
Yeah.
I should go to meetings for that.
Well, I'm like amazed. It seems like every time I go into the convenience store or the supermarket, there's a new form of a Reese's bar.
Yeah.
You know, they've got so many different ones now, and they all taste a little, because they have different variations in them. They all taste just a little bit different, enough to keep it interesting. So, but the only one I have not tried is the Reese's Big Cup with the pretzels in it. I don't want the pretzels. I want the peanut butter. So if they're taking peanut butter out to put pretzel in, I'm not for that at all.
You just go to the store and get peanut butter and dip pretzels into peanut butter. There you go.
Yeah, yep. All right, so David Smith says, I had a girl, Michelle, always doing a great job. There was, I guess one of the links wasn't working, and Michelle has fixed that, I believe. So thank you, Michelle.
What was it, the Uncle Josh's bladesmithing, or?
Somebody said the link wasn't working, and I didn't see which one it was, but she says that she fixed it.
Indiana Chris said his woman makes something called Buckeyes. My mom makes those. They're peanut butter balls.
I love Buckeyes.
Yeah.
I could eat, I don't even know the count, just a lot. I can eat a lot of those.
Well, Michelle made some type of brittle tonight, and she gave me just a tiny little piece to try before dinner. So I think I'm going to dive into that when this is over, because it was really, really good. I don't even know what she had in it. So Steve Ransom says, I will say, Jody, I want to fish the Tennessee River system.
Well, you come on down to the meet and greet in May, and I'll try to have my pontoon there, and we'll try to get out and fish some. That'd be the easiest way to go.
You might be able to beach it there if it's a campground right there next to the water.
Yeah, I could always just trailer it till I used it.
Yeah.
There's Aaron trying to stir stuff up.
What's he saying? I haven't found that one yet.
So Jody, you're in Matt's is ready to roll past my TV. Maybe it's on here. No.
Was that an old one?
No. So you and Matt's competition will be friendly, or what's the bet? Matt says I'm scared. I ain't scared of you, Matt. You're just a snack.
Sure.
I don't know how. I wouldn't know how to respond to that. So Cody wants to know, what's your favorite fishing memory that isn't catching a fish? Memorable trip or?
Lately, every trip, because it's been rough lately. I don't know. I think it was traveling the United States fishing. Even if I wasn't fishing or catching a fish, it was just fun being there. It was the experience. If I had to have one, it was when I went to Virginia. Even though basically that flathead was the only one that was caught besides Uncle Josh catching that channel cat over there in no man's land.
Mm-hmm.
We just hung out.
Yep.
And that's when I go to fish, I go to like debrief, my brain,
Right.
and catching a fish for me is just awesome. It's just the best part. It's like when I go hunting, I don't go hunting to shoot a buck. I go hunting to experience the hunt and to be there, Yeah, harvesting a deer is what I want to do, but not harvesting a buck. I do it for the sustenance, not just the rack,
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole time I've been here in Arkansas, I think how long has it been? How many years have we been here? 9, 10?
14.
Oh, 14. That was way off. Yeah, see, memory. $3. I've shot $3. That's it. Mainly all doe.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's the experience, I think. But yeah, back to the question, I'd say the Virginia trip, because it was just, I don't know, it was just like I was visiting family.
Yeah, we had a great time. I was just with you the night that you came over here, but it was a great time. I enjoyed meeting you in person, and like you said, yeah, it was like we had known each other forever.
Yeah,
Just sitting in our chairs, just bullshitting. It was fun.
yeah.
But we don't catch the flatheads like that all the time here. So matter of fact, in my whole year, this past year, I only caught 2 flatheads all year long.
Really?
Yep. So one of them was 35 pounds, which is my PB. The other one was 3 pounds. So.
Well, the flathead I caught before that 25-pounder, it was on the little South Fork Spring River. It was probably in maybe a foot or so in water, and I was using a jig and bobber.
Oh.
And you cast up and you let it kind of float down, and you redo it,
Yep.
and keep doing it over and over. And one time, it went, and it was a small little flathead. It surprised the crap out of me because I didn't know they were in there.
Huh. I think there were 2 others. I think Aaron caught a small one on the dock this year, and Uncle Josh's brother-in-law came over and fished one night with us, and he ended up catching one. But they were both 4 or 5 pound range. But yeah, we
Right.
just don't have a whole lot of them over here. I mean, not what we have access to from the bank, I guess I'd say.
Well, plus it's a lot of flat right there, right?
Yeah.
If they're there, then they're going to be in the Devil's Den or whatever you guys call it.
Hades hole. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron's
Yeah,
he's gonna go clean that. He's gonna put on his shorts in the spring and go out there and cut all that crap off of there, all that line. That's basically what we're getting caught on now is line. I mean, every time somebody
That's
gets stuck
what
in
I
it,
was asking. remember I asked you how deep that was?
Yeah. Yeah,
And I was like, you go out there and you
4 or
know
5 feet.
get some goggles or whatever and go in there and
Yeah.
just be careful of hooks and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that would be my
Roger's got that
thing,
right
stepping
there.
on a hook.
That's a good saying, Roger.
Yep. Catfish community where friends are family and strangers are friends. Yep. Well said, Roger.
Oh wow, my phone's at like 9%.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm going too.
Yeah. Well, we can wrap this up then. I want to thank you for coming on, Matt. It's been a great night. As always, I enjoy talking to you, and hopefully we will get to see you this year.
Yes, sir.
I'm up in the air about going to the meet and greet in Tennessee, just to see how things are going, see what my transportation situation looks like.
Right.
And so I'm also up in the air on CatCon. If I go there, I don't need anything, but I just want to go to meet all the people. So we'll see what's going on here when that comes around.
Yeah,
But
I'd
if
love to go to CatCon, but I have 2 weekends of training I have to do. And then March, I have 2 weekends of training I have to do there as well.
Mhm.
So it's going to be difficult for me to do any of those. So Mike and Daryl's meet and greet is going to be the best option for me.
Yeah. That sounds like it'd be a great time. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to see you at some point this year.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys having me on. I really hope and can't wait to fish with you guys again and everybody else out there. Like I said, driving for me isn't really that big of a deal, you know. So just being if I'm able to do it or not.
Yeah. Yep. No, we appreciate you coming on. Jody, anything you want to say?
Well, I want to thank him for coming on and had a good time tonight, and everybody in chat. Appreciate you staying and watching, and I guess I'll see you next week. Might see you tomorrow if you come on my show. It'll be tomorrow from 10 to 2.
Are you fishing tomorrow, or are you in
No,
studio?
we're going to fish tomorrow. We're going to have a flathead panel.
Okay, cool. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming in the chat and people posting links. And I appreciate each and every one of you is coming in. And Matt, it's been great. And we'll hopefully get together. Maybe we'll have you on another night.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, and go check out Matt's channel, everybody. Give him some subs.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Matt, hold on when we end.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.